Oh, it's a great start to the stream. Why is Winamp off? You're on. Hi. Hello. I'm coming to you live from space. I'm not drunk. In fact, I've never been drunk. Today... We're moving the monitor a little bit. Today...
Exclamation. Graceless Gal has resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 30 months.
30 months! Grace, hello. How are you doing? Today we are subscribing to the BOBSTREAM for 30 months. Thank you so much. Splendid. That is... I'm trying to find another word. Splendid. Fabulous. My go-to is wonderful. But I wanted to do something a little special, so I came up with fabulous. I am not quite fabulous. I'm a little bit down. You got a new cozy mattress. Your new job is good. New album releasing tomorrow. You know I'll be blasting that everywhere I can. That's awesome. I'm glad you could complete the process. The creative process. My glasses are disgusting dirt magnets and I hate them. Oh god, I just made it worse. I made it worse. I don't even need them, you know. I don't even need them at my desk. It's just slightly more comfortable. In case I need to look more than 2 meters away. My eyes aren't even that bad. Oh, I'm very happy for you. I am... How am I? I'm okay. It's... Thursday is the, you know, it's been 3 weeks since Artorias. So I'm a little bit... I'm also annoyed because I have to work instead of working on the video. And I could have taken tonight off of the stream to work on the video, but I still wanted to get my own footage of these games specifically and check them out because they are historically relevant. Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was nice because I went to the Natural History Museum here with a friend. She's been on a paleontology kick lately, and she was coming to town. She lives very far away. We got to hang out, and it was lovely, and I got to see dinosaurs, which is always cool. My glad hasn't been taken by AI. Here's the trick. Here's the thing. It has. It's been made a lot easier. My job involves AI in the sense that most of the transcription is done automatically. But unless the audio is perfect and the voices are perfect, the auto transcription is not customer ready. Hey, Disty. The auto transcription is not customer ready at all. I think transcription as a whole, probably one of the good. It's not generative AI, right? I mean, I think it goes through potentially an LLM-like situation to do a first cleanup pass. Because I've seen some awkward stuff in the auto transcription. But it's you know, it's more the classic, yeah, machine learning, what are they called? Neuro something. You know, that's handy for a lot of people. Like, yes, transcriptionists lose out work, and that sucks. The problem there is capitalism. That's why it sucks at accent and dialects. I have noticed it's gotten better at some. It can pick up some really thick Indian accents pretty well, but they are also prolific business people. Because most of what I do is like consultancies and stuff. But yeah, it cannot. Here's the thing, and this is what the AI evangelists never get, right? An AI will never be able to understand the context of certain homophones. It is unable to tell in all situations whether you mean the word C or the letter C. You know, it can pick that up on certain contexts from the large language models and whatever and say it's likely to be this, but it makes a lot of mistakes. Which means that I technically still have work right now and it's doing okay so far. But since it's gig work and I'm not under contract or anything, it can drop out at any second, so let's just hope the new video gets 500,000 views. That'll give me a month of income, maybe. So the plan today is we're going back to Amsterdam. I know. We're also going to Venice. We're also going to London. And we're also going to Miami. Because a neat thing happened in the year 2000. In the year 2000. There's this Dutch developer called Lost Boys Games. And apparently they were the spin-off or spin-out of some bigger media company. I don't know. And they were contracted by one Davilex Games BV to make a racing game set on the canals of Amsterdam and Venice. Which they did. And it's called Grachtenracer. And we're gonna play it. And then Davilex was like, hey, we want a sequel, but don't put a lot of work into it. Just add a level set in London, and we'll call it Thames Racer or London Canal Racer or whatever. And then do another one, add Miami as a level, and then we'll release that as Miami Powerboat Racing or Speedboat Racing or whatever. Who gives a shit? That's exactly what they did. Is Davilex an anagram like Alucard? That's one of the first things you'll learn in the video, Grace. Hey, Fluff. Love a goede gracht. Yeah, you know, it only took till today, and it's now way too late to put it into the video, that Amsterdam doesn't have any canals in it whatsoever. It's a little strange to set a game in Amsterdam and not have any canals whatsoever. But I think that's maybe a little normal if you're Dutch and you're kind of canal blind, because I'm Guerilla Davilex. Maybe. Could be. You're kind of blind to the canals. Has anything else happened? My mom, who is a wonderful mosaic and ceramics artist, has offered to make a little urn for Artorias. So we're going to be looking up designs soon, which is nice. Very kind. Because turns out pet urns, very expensive. And having one that's like custom made and personal is, of course, that's like, you can't pay for that. So that's really nice. We're still kind of hit by it sometimes, you know? Sometimes we're still, we find a hair, or you get a whiff of a smell that reminds you, or you think back to whatever. You know, like, this is weird to say, I guess, but the grief is helped, modulated by the fact that he was already not doing well, right? Or like in the sense that he wasn't very active. Like since his incident last year, that's a year and a half ago, he hasn't been upstairs on his own. And over the last months, his downward trajectory meant he stayed in his bed more. So there's not like, you know, it's not like we went from having this super active little cat to nothing. His world kept shrinking and shrinking, and that's one of the things that made us understand that this was the right decision. No matter how sad it is. In a way, we had been grieving parts of him since last year already, you know. It is what it is. I still love him, and I'll always love him. He was my little boy. I saved his life, he saved my life, you know? To Artorias. He was a good cat. I want to show you something. This works. You might cry. Thank you. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep that. At some point, I'm gonna have to. The music is from freesoundproject.org. It's the public domain, royalty-free, no copyright. But I liked it. Yeah. A boat coming out of the tunnel. Yeah. There is... is there not like a 70s or 80s James Bond film that has a speedboat chase that I think is supposed to be Amsterdam but is actually Utrecht? Because the canals in Utrecht are like vaulted. They're weird. They're different. What I wanted to show off here was the little duck. This poor little guy. Yeah, that was what I wanted to show. And we're gonna remove this, and we're gonna remove this. And I'm gonna turn Winamp off. And we're gonna launch Krachten Research. So here's what I'm gonna do. So what I noticed is the car racing games. I might as well put the music back if I'm going to talk a little. The car racing games look identical, but in their generation still have significant changes in them. Right? Autobahn Racer and A2 Racer 2.
Transaction. Graceless Gal has enabled robot mode.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Those two games still felt significantly different, and then London Racer was like a visual upgrade and had like different menus. So there were actual changes between those iterations. They weren't just reskins. Here you have Krachten Racer, Thames Racer, and Miami Speed Powerboat Racing or whatever. From my testing, are literally the same game, except each iteration adds a level. And I couldn't get Thames Racer to work, but it doesn't matter because the London level is in Miami Powerboat Racing. So we're gonna do that, and after that there should be another little bonus thing, but we'll get to that at the end. So let's power her up. These are all running, by the way.
Cessation. Disabling robot mode.
These are running in Windows 11 natively. I don't know how. I couldn't get them to run on anything else. Hey, Leroy. How would you even say this in English? Krachten Racer. Let me lower the volume. If I can, if it'll let me. Can I move? Yes, thank you. One nice thing is you can just go sightseeing. You could just You can do that thing where they're open levels. The levels are just one like world with tracks built into it. I want to see the credits. I have to imagine at least a couple. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing I want to say. The developers of this game are now called Guerilla Games. You may have heard of them. They've made a couple of things. I imagine at least a couple of these people who worked at Lost Boys still work there. Explosive is like a budget publisher. They don't matter. Let's go. Kampioenschap. Alright, we have Joe Average, who is average. Everything about him is average, including his boat. We have Captain Ahab. Everything about all his stats are terrible. We have Plenty. He has good acceleration. Beta, who has bad speed and handling, but good acceleration. Schnelle Olga. Oh, she's German. Okay. It's good handling. And Bella di Veloce. And then there's some more characters. We get to unlock. Well, we're gonna go with Plenty because she has the best stats. Those are controls that I didn't see. Is there music? There's no music? Uh-oh, are there weapons? This is turbo. I use the turbo. I got torpedoes, there's weapons. Hold on. Okay, there's no options here. How do weapons? That's back view. Am I going the right way? Can I go wrong? I'm following the map. Oh, what's this? Oh, a jump! Wow. Whoa, a jump! So extreme and cool. There's something about the scale here that feels very miniature. But also I have to play it in a tiny window, so that doesn't help. I thought there would be music. The menu said there would be music. I was lied to. Okay, that's what torpedoes look like. This used to look a lot better when I was younger. Yeah, that's what I say every time I look in the mirror. We're back on the Amstel. Sound isn't great. The water is three-dimensional. Oh, explosions are huge. I don't know to what extent there's wake physics or anything. How old is this game? This game is 25 years old. It made all the canals wider, which makes buildings look smaller. Well, this is the right now we're on the Amstel, so that's the actual river. That's pretty wide. Some of the canals look a little. Excuse me. Some of the canals look a little more realistically small. Speedboats are like jet skis with a character on top missing. They're less agile too. Mint plane, yeah. Lumenmarkt. It also feels a little slow. I don't know if there's a camera views. There is. Ugh. Oh shit. Ah shit. Turn around. Like, look how small the streets are. There's cars parked on the street, but they can't drive. That's what I mean with the scale, really. Give me that boost. It's no Hydro Thunder. What year was Hydro Thunder? Hydro Thunder was like 98, 99? I've seen those pictures of F-150s parked in the canals. Basically the same, yeah. Earlier I went to a little supermarket around the corner and there's like a huge Land Rover Defender parked there. Very ostentatiously. Oh my god. 3 laps is too much. Especially without music. Or is there music? Hold on. Is that Winamp? No, Winamp started playing. Never mind. Good. I'll bump that up in a bit. That was dumb. See, that's why. I don't know, it feels like I'm driving a miniature. That's... There's no heft to it, and the scale of the buildings and everything feels so tiny. I'm also playing in a tiny window because that's the only way it'll work. Windowed for some reason is in 640 by 480, which is the perils of playing old PC games. But it's still weird. I didn't pick up the nitro because I still had a torpedo in me. Yay! Oh no, we're just going straight into it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Lower the volume of the game significantly. There we go. Some Need for Speed music. Alright, physics. Thank you. Those are straight up rockets. Oh, there's the Botel. I recognize some of these places. I don't know if the Nemo is already here. There it is. It's like a science museum for kids. Wider tracks, immediately more interesting, more choice. I agree. You are very well aware of my dislike of narrow tracks. Especially when the physics don't really allow for it. The gameplay is exactly what I remembered somehow. Well, there's not much to it. Oh, shit. It's confusing. Oh, somewhere along here are the buildings where I went to school. They're a little less flat. Oh, no, we're not going there. Okay, fine. Fine, sorry. I thought we were going to school. Sorry. It's a sort of detailed testament to a real place. Yeah. I would say the car racing games did a better job, to be honest. Even though you're seeing more of the city here, and it's somewhat conforming to the layout. That does not look like the central station, though. They got the textures all wrong. The color... That I don't think... Is that the central station? No. Looks completely wrong. What is the point of this jump thing? Oh no, that's the central station. That's a little bit better, but not much, to be honest. But to be fair, while I was going to school in Amsterdam, the whole area in front of the central station was a big building pit. While they were taking 20 years to build a metro extension. Am I in first place? Position 3, no. The Oude Kerk. I think the Nieuwe... Oh shit. The Nieuwe Kerk is on the Dam, I believe. Man, they got this water physics. I wish they would have done something more with them. They could have had wakes. Yeah, this church with the dome, I walk past that every day. Oh, those are mines? What's going on? The AI is a little confused. Oh, I should try jumping onto land at some point. Oh, these physics! These physics! Too realistic. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I know, I can tell. I don't know if I don't think there's a reset button. Hey, Ghost Bro. I missed the checkpoint. So I'm definitely not gonna win this one. Or am I? Oh, it's a loop. That worked out. It doesn't tell me how many laps. Oh, it switches, okay. I'm in third place, and now we're in the third lap. Gotcha. I feel like the canals of Amsterdam would be an interesting spot for maybe like a boat combat game or something. Mission-based things, maybe? Delivery? Crazy boat taxi? I don't know. Leiden, not so much. Leiden is far too small for that. Wonderful. Good job. Excellent. This is the finish line. No, it's not. No, it's not. Lies. There's a finish flag, but it's not the finish line. I almost thought that spring was 3D, but it's just two images in a cross formation. It's a horrible corner. I don't think I'm gonna get better than third place in this one. The AI seems to know the route a lot better than I do. Which isn't fair. I'm hopefully taking a little trip to Amsterdam at some point in the next 2 weeks to still get footage. Thank you, Leroy, but it wasn't in the cards. It's time of day, lighting differences. I want to get footage to compare IRL to Amsterdam. See, look, the water displacement doesn't seem to affect the boat at all. Like the boat, the movement of the water doesn't affect the boat at all. But there is like weird physics. Getting owned by the outhouse raft. Hey. They had to fake it because actual full on water physics is a pain in the ass. But the wave race did it. Wave Race did it. I know Davilex is no Nintendo. But Wave Race did it in what, 97? This is music from Wave Race Blue Storm also. 96 even. On the N64 processor. Hey Ford the Perfect. Welcome on in. Sorry about my racing performance. You know how it is when you're in Amsterdam. You're not really paying attention to where the water is, and then you fall into the canal and you drown. Ugh, come on! Your friend a Ghost Bro recommended you. That's very smart. It's a very good recommendation. If someone with mod powers can throw in a shout out for a Ghost Bro, please. The Wave Race water was very clever. Just a very small rectangle of water animated right around the player. Exactly. So that's also faked. It's all fake. It's video games. Thank you, Disty. This isn't music that's appropriate. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Ah, god damn it. Fine. Deus Ex music while cruising around Amsterdam. It's a cool remix, though. It works. Are you Dutch for real, for real? According to my passport, yes. According to some people in government, maybe not. But, you know, they can get fucked. No such thing as a real Dutch, Leroy. No such thing. Come on, outhouse! Fuck off! What's the point of this spring? Not that! Oh my god! The real Dutch is in Red Dead Redemption 2. And Red Dead Redemption 1. Briefly. Do I eat stroopwafels and hagelslag on bread? Stroopwafels, yeah. Hagelslag on bread, I usually just kind of pour it into my hand and just eat it like that. Because I'm in the kitchen and I need I need a hit of chocolate right away. Uh-oh. These are both good and fine. There's multiple routes, apparently. I just need to hit the next checkpoint. Buying hagelslag to put on bread. But always end up just being guzzled down. It has a little funnel, you know? It's perfect. Ow. Look! Shit, I could see myself hitting that mine. The boats on the side are apparently being affected by the water. Or is that also just faked and they're just animated? What's the closest American equivalent? Shooting yourself with a machine gun, I guess. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Ugh, I have to use my brake. Horrible. Fourth. Pretty bad. Waterloo playing. This is the funny thing. I went to Amsterdam for 4 years. To school. Barely know the city, really. The two main buildings I had were like 10-minute walk from each other, all right in the middle of the town. Never really had much reason to explore beyond that. Bread and butter, but instead of sprinkles, extra butter or cheese. My entire experience of Amsterdam is poking my head out of the metro and wanting to leave. I had fun. I had a good time, but it's a big place. What I like about Leiden is it's connected, but it's not big itself, you know. So the city itself is relatively quiet, all the students notwithstanding. But it has access. My experience with Amsterdam is that I like Leeuwarden more. Have I ever been to Leeuwarden? No idea. Ugh. But yeah, Leiden is like a tiny little quiet Amsterdam. And also my biggest problem with Amsterdam, really, honestly, is just, it's kind of a typical problem for a place like that, is just too many tourists. There's way too many. Utrecht is also nice. Utrecht is nice, yeah. I went to school there for a while too. Leiden's another one of those places I've only been through. I mean, to be fair, I've been to, like, I've lived... Oh! Tomorrow, August 4th, I will officially have been living in the Netherlands for 20 years. But I'll say I've maybe visited 8 cities in total in all that time. So... Hey, Ding Bing! This reminds me of the very fun PS2 arcade racer Splashdown. What is this called? Looks like a PS1 title. This is called... And yes, this is really what it's called. Grachten Racer. And it's was released on the personal computer platform in the year 2000. I've probably been to more Dutch cities than you, Bob. Yeah, that's true. More European countries, too. Look, I only got treated for avoidant personality disorder a couple of years ago. Alright, so... I've been expanding since then. Little by little. But also, you know, not going overboard and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a wild child now. I'm gonna go everywhere and do everything. More like... You know, expand my horizons a little bit and do what I like. I also like revisiting places. Been to Aruba 3 years in a row now. Probably gonna go again next year. Yeah, the waves look cool, but they don't feel cool. Splashdown is a game I've always wanted to try as like the PS2 wave race. You know? From afar, its water always looks nice. So I don't know if it lives up to Wave Race Blue Storm standards. I'm thinking about going to Madrid. That's nice. Madrid! Why did I say it like that? I could just say Madrid. The whole point of therapy is to just make life more bearable, correct? And it worked! Ow. I mean, I think in an ideal world, you get to go to therapy forever. You looked at my YouTube channel and there's an actual Desperate Housewives video game? Oh, you bet your ass there is. And it's awesome. And the video is almost as good as the game. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm doing okay. I'm in first, right? I'm pretty sure I'm in first. Oh, I hate the spring. European exclusive. Yes, yes, yes. Well, kind of. Kind of a European exclusive because I'm gonna go play the sequel. Oh my god. I was in first place! I'm gonna go play one of the sequels, which is basically just the same game with some extra levels. And that one takes place in Miami and may have been released in the US. I'm not sure. But I'm basically doing my next video is going to be on the publisher of this game and one of the games they made, which is also set in Amsterdam. And so I'm trying to just get a little extra footage of some of their other releases, like this one. Hopefully we'll be heading to Venice soon. Still in third place. Hey! I didn't win. Vinny won. Do I get to go to Venice, though? No, now I don't get to go to Venice. Or Mokum. I don't even know where Mokum is. We don't actually get to race. My colleague Jürgen is employed under some inclusive workplace setting thing and only has limited online ordering capabilities. And he ordered some weird HDMI retro stick off AliExpress. Is it like, Yeah, it's just a little, not a Famiclone, clone, but just a little emulation machine, right? I'm assuming? Can we do quick race in the other levels? No. Oh, that sucks. Well, we can do sightseeing. Let's go check out Venice. Plastic emulator stick with a stinky PS2 knockoff plastic controller and 50,000 ROMs. That's awesome. See, Venice is also one of those places that I'll probably never visit because there's too many tourists there. And also, it'll be underwater in 10 years. I don't think Amsterdam will be underwater in 10 years. Amsterdam will be dry while Mount Everest drowns, you know? Wait, hold on. Did I see people? Did I see lens flare through buildings? Check out those developers up there. I mean, emulation for basically anything up to the PlayStation is trivial nowadays, right? Especially since a lot of those kinds of products, they just steal the emulators also. You know, they use open source emulators without proper credit and shit. Yeah, those are definitely developers. Yeah, but can they emulate Grachtenracer, Grace? I thought Assassin's Creed had a realistic portrayal of Venice. Years later. Am I reminding you to stay on topic? No. I just have nothing else to add. Nobody needs to stay on topic. I'm trying to find a nice church. Most emulation is solid up to 360 PS3, and even a good amount of those would work anyways. You're playing through MotorStorm pretty... Yeah, I heard PS3 emulation's pretty good nowadays, yeah. I still got myself a PS3 Slim just to actually play those games on real hardware, but... Oh, this is terrible. Why are these little side canals? I don't like that at all. The scale here is still weird, though. I think it's also the lack of detail on the buildings. They're all like skybox level quality. Even like I'm driving, whatever. I'm going right past these, and they're still just cubes with pictures pasted on them. Why are all these dead ends? Uncharted 2 is still a disaster. Yeah, I played through the Uncharted games earlier this year for the first time. Very, very much not a fan of the first one, but the second one was okay. Oh yeah, baby. You thought the detail was low before. I'm not supposed to be here. Because the camera's so high, but look, if I do the closest cam I have... and let's get to a real street. Still don't feel right. I'm sure a lot of their geometry budget went to the water, right? But I don't think that was a wise decision. Especially since the water doesn't look that great anyway. Like you can see kind of in the distance the water is still all wavy. That's like a waste of resources. Is this open world between races? No, I just get a free roam mode. Because it's just one big map, and then they just, for the races, they place checkpoints. Here's a development team. There they are. Here's the development team. So they just also put in a free roam mode. Which is good, because otherwise I'd have to play for another hour to actually unlock Venice. I don't know why there's all these dead ends. Dead ends ain't a good idea. Alright. So let's move on to... Like I said, the second game is set in London. But I couldn't get that one to run for some reason, even though they're all the same game. So we're doing the third game, which is Miami Powerboat Racer. It is still loud! Notice it didn't get an intro. It didn't get an intro at all or any logos, which is weird. It's exactly the same menu, but now in English. It's exactly the same game, but now if I go to sightseeing, I get Miami, I get Amsterdam, I get East London and West London, and Venice. I don't know if there's new drivers, but we're going to try the championship anyway. We start in Miami, then we go to Amsterdam, then London, then Venice. Hey Tabo, this game looks like something you see people on a TV show play. That seems to be my specialty. I've played so many games that look like that. Alright, we still have... Oh, now they have different names. Elliot Frog. Captain Cutter. Golda Coast is now her name. Murray Slug. Olga Stern and Bella Barracuda. We're still gonna go with the girl in her speedboat. There's still no music, is there? Hold on. Come on. Now give me something from Outrun. There we go. It's still really loud. It's still really loud! Nice barrel roll. Look at these waves, so realistic. Jesus, oh no. I don't think we're gonna make it very far. Where am I going? Guerilla Games is Horizon and Killzone, correct. Have I even played a Killzone? I don't think I played any other games, to be honest. The Killzones always seemed like third-rate first-person shooters to me. And Horizon, I feel... I mean, one, I don't have any... I only just got a PlayStation 3, and that's the latest PlayStation I own. Horizon games always seem to me like very derivative, kind of... I don't know, typical AAA open worldy shit, you know. And the aesthetic of like primitives but with robots never really appealed to me. I mean, you know, from what you can see from what I play on my streams and see in my videos, I have somewhat unconventional tastes. I did play through Red Dead 2 recently, which I did enjoy a lot. But that's only recently. I got it cheap, and I finally got a slight video card upgrade that allowed me to actually play it. I booted a Killzone in an emulator once and hated it, since nobody should play FPSs on controllers. I'm not a huge controller fan for FPSs unless I'm playing on the TV. You did tried Horizon on the cheap, but that just taught me I don't like open world games. For me, an open world game rests on how much I can play around in it. And that includes like role-playing being a normal person. Killzone 1 is pretty gritty, but the series as a whole is very linear. I platinumed Horizon. It pissed me off the entire time. I know that game. I know that game. Sometimes you just have to finish it for the sake of finishing it, even though you hate it. Yeah. You know, in general, AAA stuff just doesn't excite me. Like, games as a medium have so much to offer, and just the mainstream stuff is... I've recently been playing through Blasphemous on my Switch, and enjoying that quite a bit. Almost near the end, but I'm doing the best ending that requires a little extra world. Sorry, I just read the word world. That requires a little extra work. When a crappy open world checklist game hits, it really hits for me. I get that. I get that. It depends, you know? Like, when I was playing through a lot of PS3 games, because you can easily download them on the console. Shit. I booted up Far Cry 3, and I had to stop within an hour. Just everything about it felt awful. Like, it ran awful, but I could tell the design of it was just so minimal, and like Far Cry 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. But then Far Cry 4 is like, hey, look, we actually understand what we're supposed to do with this world, and that it's supposed to be fun and interesting and varied. Still haven't beaten it, because I got interrupted with Red Dead 2 then. But yeah, it depends. The indie scenes where almost all of my money has gone, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's so much, like, it's just like with music. There are more good or interesting games for you to play than you can ever play in a single lifetime. Sometimes you just need to do a little bit of searching. The layout of this race is confusing me. Let's play Far Cry 3, and it's interesting how every asset is just copy. Yes! Polished, I wouldn't say. On the PS3, it ran like total shit. I just wish that the problem with Far Cry 2 was the checkpoints that would always respawn. That made it feel like you never felt safe in a way that wasn't fun at some point. Ooh, why did I jump? Hold on, next track. You were playing on the PS4. Okay, that makes better sense. Yeah. What I wish for that Far Cry 2 was moddable. It's pretty closed down. What? Why is this a thing? Why would I want a dead end with some missiles? Stupid game. What was I even saying? If Far Cry 2 had been moddable on the PC more easily, that people could tweak it and stuff, it would be great. I prefer 3 over 4 because in 4 there's no time to breathe ever. There's some animals around the rebels fighting or something. 3 just takes out outposts like you take in the wilderness. Fair enough. Fair enough. Adding some Mario Kart horns to your music won't magically make your racing game fun. This is a song from, was it Daytona 2, I think. Great Realism Redux mod. I will remember this. But Far Cry 2 actually also I don't think succeeded, but tried to do interesting things narratively that after that Ubisoft was just like, no, these are fun AAA video games. They have messages, but no politics. Promise. That always really bothered me. Like, I don't think the politics of Far Cry 2 are very well thought out, but it did try. And it could have heralded a more interesting world of games that explicitly discuss political topics. The only thing that comes close is maybe right, Spec Ops: The Line, right? In terms of like big industry games, but even then that's just more about not so much about the real world politics as it is about the politics of the soldier or some shit. Like, the only way you get to big AAA games saying something is if there are a bunch of games that try to say something and fail. Unlike, say, a BioShock Infinite, which tries its best to not say something and ends up saying something really horrible. Corner! Oh, yeah, when you boost the speed is really nice. Far Cry 2 Redux mod makes combat unforgiving and chaotic. Also makes those damn roadblocks aren't refilled with guys immediately. That's what I like. It did so many interesting things to just fuck with you, like the weapons jamming and getting malaria. Your partner betraying you. Like, every other Far Cry since then is, like, made to have a trailer that's set to some kind of pop song. I don't think you can do that with Far Cry 2, and I think that's what I like about it. Oh, I'm missing the checkpoint. Shit. So this game is kind of not easy. I don't like that. The fires, yes. The fire was so cool. Can you imagine a Far Cry, if a Far Cry 3 and a Far Cry 4 had more followed that tone, but also that desire to create these immersive, naturalistic worlds with what do you call it? Emergent gameplay? No, they just double down on hunting. But yeah, that's Ubisoft for you. Never sell your franchise to Ubisoft, folks. They don't know what they're doing and they're gonna sexually harass you while they're not doing it. Okay, this is Deus Ex, but it works as a racing song. Yeah, so Blasphemous is very good. I'm not like a big Metroidvania guy. You could probably count the amount of Metroidvanias I finished on one hand that was involved in a fireworks accident. The last one was Hollow Knight, which I did enjoy very much. But it works. Have I played the first Far Cry? Hell yeah. The problem with the first Far Cry... Oh yeah. Great. We'll do sightseeing. Let's go to London. Wait, does the Amsterdam map exactly the same? Let's look. Yeah, I think so. The problem with Far Cry 1, which is a problem that many video games have, is it falls into this video game trap of like, and now, monsters. when the thing that made the game work so well was the combat and the AI and, you know, shooting people. But now monsters, because we ran out of ideas. I don't know. Crisis fell into the same trap. I'm seeing Amster signs that were not there before. Although I'm in the red light district now. But they added Amster signs everywhere for some reason. No, this is the central station, right? Still don't look right. The color's off. Can I go? Wait, can I go down to single? And do they actually have some of my school buildings? I love these that the buildings aren't full width. They're just facades. Both in real life and in the game. Nah, these all look generic. Although... I don't think the PC Hoofdhuis is in here. Is it? Is this it? No. No, these are not all... They didn't recreate every single building individually. What a shame. A lot of people forget that a good half of the monsters you fight are just reskinned humans that can still use guns. Yeah. Fear. Remember Fear? Why is Fear not like... why doesn't that have a modern port? The video game industry is so fucked that there are these games which, like, you could just port to a modern platform. Like, porting games to various platforms has never been easier, right? The big consoles are x86, and the Switch is ARM, which is all well understood. There's no, like, weird CPU platforms right now. And they're just... It's just like somebody has the rights to Fear, can pay a porting house, I don't know, whatever, $100,000, whatever it costs, to port it and make it portable, and just launch it everywhere and make a couple of $1 million. But no, because the game industry is run by, like, witless parasites. Let's go to London. Oh, there is a map. But what? Hold on. Tab? Okay. Tier 1 needs a modern port. Yes. Let's do site. Let's go to London. East London. I've never been to London other than the airport. So please... I think I know what that is. I saw this bridge in a Spider-Man movie once. I also love the skybox with, like, the big skyline. This is the year 2000. This game came out in the year 2000. Do you think the Millennium Dome is in here at all? Oh, this is a very... Oh, London is boring, huh? They built this for their Guy Ritchie Sherlock film and left it there. The bridge, you mean? This isn't... This is just a river. Yes. That's that big tower from V for Vendetta? I recognize it. Fishmonger's Hall. Gross, why would you call a place that? Oh. Can't go past this without age verification. Is there a rainbow? Why is there a rainbow in London? Has London ever seen a rainbow? This doesn't go anywhere again. Thanks, dev team, for making dead ends. Oh, we're going under. Beautiful. This is the London I remember. Just a sewer. Fear is on GOG's category where they make it work on new hardware, but I could be wrong. They're not selling it though, right? I think it's on the dream list, maybe. Probably high up. But Fear is like such a game that nobody has been able to replicate it. Not even the studio that made it. Because the sequels never hit it. The closest thing that actually I experienced recently that kind of compares, but only a tiny little bit, is I played through the RoboCop game, RoboCop Rogue City. And of course, it doesn't play anything like Fear because it's a very slow game. But the way everything explodes and blows up real good when you shoot it was very Fear-like. It's a spectacle, you know. So London's kind of boring, huh? Turns out. My mom went to London earlier in the year. She said she had a really good time. The scale here is also still weird because why is the water so low? Why do you even have surface detail if you can't see it? Why? Why do you make your cheap budget game so cheaply and budgety? How dare you? Oh, I thought this would go somewhere. On the map, it looks like it connects. Oh, it's just a circle. It's just a circle. Because it's like a radar map. That makes no sense. I still don't understand. This is... Computers are mysterious creatures. I don't understand why the first game worked. The third game worked, but the second game didn't work. Not that I really need them to. I'm happy that this one works, because this one has all the levels in it. Not much to it, huh? Not much to it. Let's go to London West? Yes. Maybe they fired a guy during the second game and brought him back for game 3. There's like one little piece of code that's different. And I don't know what it is. But the weirdest thing is I'm running them on Windows 11. No problem. Basically with no problem. Even running them windowed natively. But I couldn't run them on Windows XP, the real machine, or virtual machines. Let's go with Murray Slug now. House of Parliament. There it is. There's a large Benjamin. That's the map. It's larger, but it's still kind of boring. I picked the slow boat. Why did I pick the slow boat? Well, there's not much more game for me to explore anyway, so... Boats? Big boats? Can't see some acid reuse. I see a double-decker bus. There they are. I'm not gonna subject you, any of you, to my attempt at a British accent. I would immediately lose 2/3 of my audience, you see. I need to think about the optics. I'm an influencer after all. Just saying that. Just saying that's icky. These are very simple games. These are, you know... It's funny to see, like, because they're not Davilex developed. But it is funny to see, like, them telling someone else, like, hey, make a Davilex game. And this is what comes out, right? They played those games, the racer games. They're like, yeah, make one of those, but set it on the water. And they're like, okay, I guess. I'd do it 3 times. Tate Gallery. Of course. It's the Tate Gallery. I do wonder to what extent did they coordinate, like, we want a sequel, just make it the same game with an extra map. This is not an IP which has fans anyway, so the people who buy the sequel are not people who know about the first game or who are looking forward to anything but more content. I don't like these underwater tunnels. They're also narrow. This would be hell in a race. The other racers would use torpedoes and shit. I'd constantly be getting turned around. No, we're not doing the loop. We're just going right here. Cleopatra's Needle, huh? What's it doing in England, you fucks? Oh. So, there is actually a secret 4th game. Yes, it's true. There is a secret 4th game that was never sold, but given away. And I'll get to it in a second. And it's the most different one. I don't think any of these tracks are in there. Because it wouldn't make sense narratively. Why would it not make sense narratively? Because... in the year 2001, I guess? I'm guessing by this time we're in 2001. A movie, a motion picture was released to the Dutch market. Based on a series of children's books. A series of books, that's how plurals work. A series of children's books about twin boys and their little boat. And I guess to promote the film, yeah, there's nothing more to this. I've seen all these buildings so many times. To promote the film, they made another variant of this. That's all, right? We've seen all the maps. Yeah, we've seen Venice. Does Venice have signs on it that say Venice? No? Maybe we should still check that. So they released a promotional version of the game with jars of peanut butter. I think they had the really small CDs that could fit underneath the jar. I think, or underneath the lid of the jar, with like little clips of the movie and links to the website and an entire reskin of the game. And that's all interesting enough, I suppose. Like, okay, they already reused this game 3 times. how much work would it be to do it again, even though probably the most amount of work because it actually has a unique user interface and completely unique levels and boats and whatever. But also, what was I saying? Where was I going with that? Like, yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, the most interesting thing about it is, from what I can tell, Davilex was not involved with it. Which means that, like, whatever contract they had with Lost Boys meant that Lost Boys had the rights to the code. Which I thought was kind of, you know, that's kind of like, hey, that's not usual. That means, like, Davilex did not get a paycheck for the promotional version of the game that they had commissioned or published. I mean, they're all called Racer, right? They're all called Racer, just like Davilex's games. Is that where I want to go? No, that's not where I want to go. Here we go. I just want to make it to that big open water. We're going to go down the whole Grand Canal. I mean, who knows? Maybe Davilex did get a cut, you know? Maybe Lost Boys was like, yeah, these companies want us to make a promotional version of the game. If we pay you X amount of euro, can we use the engine that we used for Krachten Racer and whatever? That's very well possible. Oh, I can take a shortcut. That's funny, Venice seems to be by far the largest and most expansive map out of all of them. The London ones are disappointing, the Miami one is rather confusing. They bought a speed though. I like it. If you do play this, I can recommend this boat because you actually get a little bit of a sense of speed. Hey Juge, it's true, I am gamoing. How did you know? And how are you doing? Am I good? I'm not evil. I'll say that. I'm not evil. I don't know if it's up to me to say whether or not I'm good. Yeah, no, this is just an empty square of water with the weird wall of houses. Oh, does it even get less detailed? Benevolent? I don't know. That's also not for me to determine, you know. Alright. That is Miami Powerboat Racer, aka Miami Speedboat Racer, aka London Thames Racer, aka Grachten Racer. Let me take a little bathroom break and I'll be right back with a little surprise. Let me do this again. Hello. I promised a surprise. It's not really a surprise. It was the thing I was talking about before. It's not a surprise if you've been paying attention. That's how it works. That's true for everything. It's not a surprise if you've been paying attention. I think this is a different EXE. The same music. Same music. Let me see if it works. It does work. It has the same EXE. There it is. So this is called... Oh no, it doesn't have the same audio. That's funny. This is called The Skippers van de Chameleon. It's about two twin brothers who have a little boat and get into trouble or whatever. I don't know who gives a shit. What's funny, and we may take a look at this. I couldn't get this to run not in full screen, so I might go into the virtual machine for that. But before you start it, the CD launches like this multimedia thing where you can see trailers and shit, and then lets you install the game. But Grace, this is the exact same menu. It's just without the 3D models and different colors and backgrounds. Credits. Oh, fancier credits though. But look, the boats have little guys in them who are getting the fuck blown out of them. That's interesting. Music. I keep hearing about this music, but none of the music played for me. Maybe that's because I'm not running them from real CDs. I don't know. Also, when I started Grachtenracer, it complained about not having the CD loaded in, so I loaded that in. The other ones haven't complained at all. Frisian Culture Consultant. Nice, Jan Willem. Mostly heard me tonight. Oh. Hello, Graceless. Graceless, feel free to plug your Bandcamp or whatever, or wherever you're launching your album tomorrow. Okay, so that's credits. Fancier. Rondneuzen. Okay, so there's 3 levels. Gotcha. Let's do the kampioenschap. So we can choose characters from the movie. Sietske and Hielke. Esther, you made a cool music video on Click Team Fusion. That's so you and awesome. Place a link into the chat. Here's Nozem 1 and Nozem 2. Of course, the famous characters that you all know. Thank you, Grace. That's awesome. There's Gerben Zonderland. With his hands going down his pants. This is a kids movie, bro. And Kees Dijkstra. Alright. Well, we're just gonna go with the twins, I guess. Oh, no, wait! Oh, they have bad controls. The 2D sprites are cool, but that's not what the other games had. But these also have little characters. And jars of peanut butter that are turbos. But it's hilarious that this is the one that has the most, like, unique stuff in it. Oh, baby! Oh, baby, this little boat isn't meant to go that fast. This is worse than Extreme G, yeah? Speaking of, where are you? Where are you, fuck? Are you all the way to the top? Are you not in here? Why are you not in here? Because I was worried about copyright? That can't be right. Okay, fine, then we're just gonna do this. No? Wait, are you broken? Alright. It's a big map. What are those? Set T-Mobile phones? Alright. Awesome. Oh, shit. Let's get some more peanut butter, baby. Yeah, this is both. Oh, that's for jumping. Okay. This is for both a promo for the movie and advertising for peanut butter and T-Mobile. Whoa! Oh my god. This is chaos. The shame it doesn't have multiplayer, I think. But the jumping... No, I can't jump on land. It's too bad. I don't really know what the jump power-up is for. Was that a sheep? That's a little 2D sheep. I do get a speed boost from the jump. The jump seems like a forgotten debug thing that stayed over multiple games. To me, I get the sense of like, oh, we need one more power-up, otherwise it's weird. And that's all they could think of. Because it doesn't come in very handy. I guess it could come in handy here, but they kind of give it at random places. This is not the fourth game that has the jump in it. Hey, Perlo Salamanca. Didn't the prototypical Guerilla games also develop games for GBA? I am not familiar. That's very well possible. It's very well possible. Oh. Those boys were very lost. Here we go. These kids are drowning now. They're getting strokes from the blood clots. It's a little hot air balloon. Let's see if I can jump over a bridge. No, I can't. I'm last. What particular name were they going by at this moment in time? Lost Boys Games. I think the Guerilla name maybe was in 2003 or so? They were apparently spinned off from some bigger multimedia company called Lost Boys. I haven't looked into the full story. But this is just side content for the main story I'm trying to tell. Grace, this feels exactly like The Crew 2. They made... except for these physics! They made GBA and GBC games for the first few years of their life. You gotta start somewhere. Non-animated mills. No, they're just... Jesus. It's so extra violent when you can see these little kid models. They're not animated. The mills are just not producing at the moment. It's not very windy today. It's not that they didn't know how to rotate texture. Oh, fuck. One line of code? Excuse me, in this engine? Are you sure? Could easily be another 3 weeks of work. Remember, they released the same game 3 times under different names with just extra levels. You know how much work one line of code is? In that context? Let's go. Oh, Jesus. See, why did they give me the... Oh, no, okay. Okay, let's try to jump. Yeah. Okay, so the jump isn't very useful. No, I don't think the jump is very useful. I don't think it's a very well thought out power-up. And the way the power-ups are laid out also isn't very logical. Davilex was the publisher. Weren't they the Miami Vice PS2 devs? Oh, no. Well, that's what my next video is going to be about. So there'll be plenty of detail on all of that in that video. Coming soon, TM. But 2, they didn't develop Miami Vice PS2. They just published it. Miami Vice PS2 was developed by a little company called Atomic Planet Entertainment, who made one of my favorite games of all time, also for the PS2, the Beverly Hills Cop game. Yeah, we can't jump this bridge either, right? No. What the fuck? Useless. If you're gonna make a jump power-up, then you gotta give me stuff to jump over. Or stuff that it would be better to jump over if I had the option. But yeah, the video will be part examination of a pivotal Davilex game and a history of the company itself. And a tiny little bit history of me also. I like to put myself in my videos. Ooh, I like it when it goes at speed. When you have plenty of water and you go at speed, it's kind of fun. Grace, I might be the only person in history who played through the Beverly Hills Cop game sober. Going straight. Hey, no longer in last place, baby. Never mind. Fourth place. 0 points. I don't know if you can actually like win any of this. Well, okay, look, this is literally the game you got for free with your peanut butter, right? If this is all you had to play, you'd play it day in, day out because you're 10 years old. And then eventually you'd get good at it, I guess. Just through sheer repetition. I have that problem with streaming. I don't have enough time to get good at certain things. that a jar of milk? No, it's just a it's just a mine. You gotta watch out when you're boating on the. What is the English word for sloth? Ditch. There you go. That's the best word I can think of. Careful, coming through. There we go. There we go. Oh, the boost is continuous. Oh, I have rockets. Am I still on the same track? Good question. It's look. No, it's the same. It's the same level. There's 4 of them, and then they have multiple tracks in them. But how does I don't understand. How does the free game that came with a jar of peanut butter have 4 original levels, and then like the original game only has 2? Then the second game has 3. No, the second game had 2 levels, but they were both kind of small, the London levels. But then for the free pack-in game, they made more original content than for any of the sequels. How does that work? It's like the total opposite of a good arcade game like Daytona. Nothing ever happens. Well, listen, making things happen costs money. Okay? Please. These are just some poor lost boys. That phone had a tiger on the back. You see that? There's like a little tiger drawing on the back for some reason. Now, speaking of Daytona. Speaking of Daytona. I don't know why I'm even bothering. I'm not gonna win, so I'm not gonna unlock any levels. I hate it when the boat does this. I think in total I've won maybe 2 races over the last 2 hours. Maybe 1, actually. Uitslag. I lost. All right, so let's do a little tour of the other levels. See if they actually look any different. Maria Hoeve. Oh, this is the one we were just at. Wait, really? Oh! I just saw it. I just saw it. Do I have a mouse? I don't have a mouse. Okay. The text in green says, kies een startpositie. Choose a starting position. There is only one map. That makes so much more sense. There is only one map. You just choose where you begin. Right, here's the windmill that doesn't turn. That is all. Okay. Thank you. Let's end this. Okay, I'm gonna now start up the I'm gonna start up VirtualBox for a sec. Just want to get a little bit of footage for the... I like to get good coverage, right? I'm gonna mention these games for like one paragraph in the video. Not gonna, I did. I mentioned them for one paragraph in the video. And the capture is working great today. Except for that. Why are you doing that? Oh my god. Wait, I need you to be this big. What were we doing? We were loading the CD. Just to get some footage. I like to get good coverage, like I said, just in case I wanna... Yeah, look at this! Do I have audio? Yes.
Heel goed gedaan, Sietse.
Heel aangenaam. Ik ben Sietse.
Hier zullen jullie ouders niet zo blij mee zijn, denk ik.
Waren uw ouders dan wel blij met u, Zwart?
Nee, daar is echt iets aan de hand, hoor.
Zwart! Sla groot alarm! De windhoos komt recht op ons dorp af.
Oh no! Look at that high budget. They wasted so much milk.
Sietse Klinkhamer. En wie ben jij?
Sorry, ik heb even geen tijd.
Ik heb even geen tijd. Dit hoor. Heb je eigenlijk al een vriendje in de stad?
Hoezo?
Ik pak ze wel hoor.
It's not a TV thing, it's a movie. It's a big cinematic movie event. Based on the series of books.
Wie vind jij nou de leukste?
Degene die het haalt, krijgt een kus.
Video. Oh my god. It's old ass peanut butter commercials. Why would a kid want to see this? They're like, yeah, we need some content to put on the CD. Did they go the path of all kid actors, drugs, crime, death? How would I know? So there used to be a time in the Netherlands before global warming where sometimes the water would freeze and you could skate. It's a long time ago. Never gonna happen again. Unless the much awaited horror winter comes. And it all turns around.
Zo jongen, smaakt het? Boterham met pindakaas zeker, hè?
Ja, ze zeggen omdat ik je sterk voor wat van pindakaas.
Wait, shit, I remember seeing this.
En schaatsen.
Eet allemaal lekker door me, jong.
Oh no, I remember seeing this. I remember seeing this because this is a pattern they've repeated with skaters who've won like Olympics and shit. The film is from 2003. Really, 2003. That's a little later than I would have expected.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what is fun? Get called. Put your phone number in here, and the characters from the show will call you. Oh, that goes to a website. Wallpapers. Whoa. Nope. Send photos with your phone and a screensaver. Install? Yeah, of course. Anytime a program offers to install a screensaver for me, I say yes. Alright, that's the screensaver. Web, that's just websites. None of those still exist. Nope. Oh no, wait. Can I go online with, Do I have internet in this virtual machine? I do. But all these websites are down. Bridge kits? No. Oh! Technically still online, but barely. Bridge online, service unavailable. Let's get some music. And then there's a quiz thing. All right, that's that. that is that. So, one last thing for the night before I go is I wanted to get a little bit more footage of... Where are you? Of, they still do boat movies in 2024. Yeah, look, when you're a twin, sometimes boat movies is the best you can do. Alright. Let's not be too judgmental. Let's see if this can capture. Yeah! I want some more windbreak. Okay. We're getting a little bit more windbreak. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a non-shareware version. So we're gonna play music. I'm just gonna see how far we can get. Press F2. I'm gonna play for serious this time. Level complete! What did I do? Okay, I guess if you catch the L, you just win. Wait, can I alt-tab, please? I can't alt-tab properly. Yes, I can. No, that's win end. F3 to continue. Wait, lightning bolt is bad. I need a little more sideways momentum, please. Yes! Get a bomb. No, I didn't want that bomb, actually. So stream-wise, I might potentially not stream for a bit until I've got enjoy breaking off your new mattress, Grace. I'll be sure to spread links of stuff. Don't be afraid to ask me to spread stuff. I'm happy to spread your stuff. Yeah, I might be a little less. I got nothing to stream is my point, and I have a lot of work to do. Wait, let me just lower the music volume a little bit. I have a lot of work to do. I really want to get the video out as soon as possible, and to get more time to edit, that sometimes means not using that time to stream. It is what it is. There's a time limit, and there's a very slow ball. And I'm on automatic power up, or is the time limit just the power up time limit? I hope. Yes. Okay. There's no real time limit. Thank you. I would like to give this big ball a little more speed. My camera's gone. What a time to be alive. Why? What's wrong with you? Droidcam is active. Yeah, it should be. What is Droidcam doing? For some reason, I'm not on Wi-Fi? I'm pretty sure I'm on the internet. Yet the Wi-Fi connection isn't running? There we go. Are we good? Good enough. Oh, give me some power-ups, please. Yes, the lasers! Fantastic. Oh no, we gotta reverse! We gotta freeze. We gotta lengthen. the balls hit each other? I don't know if the balls hit each other. They have internal physics. Okay, baby got some speed. Oh god. I don't know what that... Ah, shit! I don't know what that B is. Yes, embiggen the ball. Oh no. Oh no. Ayo. Ayo. Oh, I have credits. Please. I just want to get through a couple of levels to get a little bit more chaotic footage. I want to use this game in the video. Just as a little side joke. Ah, it's a reverse. Oh, I wish I didn't have the reverse thing. Oh, it's for really long, too. Ugh. 30 more seconds. Yay, well done. Yeah, look at this, look at this! Look at this! Perfect! This is beautiful, the power of Windows 95! Thank you, thank you. I need to get a proper playlist set up. Butterfingers. Man. What's H? Long. For 50 seconds. What I like about this one is you can you can move the paddle up and down a little bit with the mouse to give the ball a little more speed. This game should get a modern port. Oh! Oh, where's the color thing? Oh, shit. The paddle looks so small now. No. Oh, these stupid basic ass sound effects. It's funny, the moving bricks don't change the direction of the ball. Unless, I guess, it hits the bottom. Where are all my power-ups at? They sometimes change the direction of the ball. Come on. Come on, we got 2 bricks left. Ah! One more. That's supposed to be like a little alien guy? There's something about the Windows 95-ness of it all, of this one, that still makes me prefer it over the X-Ball. The X-Ball is very flashy. Probably better as a game, more fun. This one is just so fucking... I don't know. It's like developer art, the game, you know? He put all the things in it that he could in terms of code. Come on, free me! Every power-up you can imagine. You know, technical prowess, all that shit, but it looks like garbage. I love it. Oh. So close. Okay, so we can't laser through the little rubber ones. But I'm pretty sure this power-up lets me go through anything. Nope. Oh, my paddle is so small! Nope. I don't know, I'm kind of screwed. One more! Perfect music for it, too. Yay! This is the end of the sharer version. This is the end of the Bob stream. Thank you very much for this little exploration of some old crap. I am extremely hard at work on the new video. Is it raining? It's not. Airplane. Like absurdly hard at work on the new video. I don't know when. I'd like to have it out in the next 2 weeks, but we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of work to it still. I'm not like super happy with what I have yet, which admittedly is not a lot. I got the dialogue recorded. I got the dialogue edited roughly. I got like an intro made that could still use some tweaking. I'm working on the thumbnail. There's so much to do. It's still a very big, expansive video. I have a million things I need to download, like clips and images and shit. So we'll see. 2 weeks is a very optimistic timeline, especially since I still need to go to Amsterdam and actually get IRL footage of the city of Amsterdam. You may have heard of it. What's the term? Raid. On the Twitch side, we are raiding to Noya in Rain, of course, our good friend. I'll see you around somewhere, I guess. You know, it might be that I feel like streaming again. It might be that I need a time. I don't think there's anything else I need to capture footage for specifically. I don't think. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out, for playing with me. Noya is on a short break, but whenever I raid in, the break ends. That's just how it works. So don't worry about that. Other than that, just rewatch all my videos, please. 7 times, but not in a row, because then Google will like take the views away. But just kind of do it organically. All right. Today's the day. Tomorrow is August. Boy, how time flies.
Thank you for enjoying the Bob stream. I love you all.